Okay, here we are again, back in KG's kitchen. And what we're going to do today is a poor man's version of a Monte Cristo. So instead of using ham, we're going to use farmland chip chop. Instead of smoked Gouda, we're going to use American singles. And instead of white or French bread, we're going to use 100% whole wheat. You want to know why? Because that's what I have on hand. So let's get this Monte Cristo on a budget started. Okay, first we're going to start with 3 pieces of bread. And we're going to get a little bit of real mayo on each one of those. Okay, there we have a nice little thin layer of mayo on each slice of the wheat bread. And no, I'm not going to take the crust off. I think traditionally on Monte Cristo, the crust gets cut off, but we're going to keep the crust on this one. Like I said, this is a poor man's version of a Monte Cristo. So next we're going to put down some of this here farmland chip chop. See there, $1.57. Can't go wrong. Okay, we have our thin layer of chip chop ham on 2 of the slices. We're going to leave the third one just like it is, because that's going to be our centerpiece. So next we're going to get 2 slices of American singles on our chip chop. Okay, so now we got our cheese down. So we're going to build this thing just like this. We're just going to take this centerpiece, put it right on here, and we're just going to flip this one right on top of here. Okay. Bring this over in the center of the plate. Make sure this stuff's all on there pretty good, and then give it a little smash. Just give it a little. You don't got to get too crazy with it. Just kind of press it down a little bit, like that. So there we have our sandwich. Now let's get these eggs in a bowl, a little bit of this milk, get those mixed together, coat the sandwich, and then put it in the frying pan. Okay, we've got our 2 eggs in there. Let's give it just a little splash of milk. Doesn't take a whole lot. And get these things beat up. I've seen a lot of recipes people put salt in this egg mixture also, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to because the chip chop has enough salt in it all by itself. So we'll just do it like this. Okay, we'll call that good. Let's get some butter in our pan and get it melting. Okay, there we go. We've got our butter over medium heat starting to melt. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat this here, give it another little smash just for safety measures. We're going to coat this with the egg mixture, and then we're going to put it in the pan. We're going to fry it on both sides. Now, I'll tell you what, just because I'm calling this a poor man's Monte Cristo, don't think for a second that it's not good, because this is delicious. You guys are going to want to do this. I guarantee it. And sit that down in there like that. Make sure it soaks up the egg pretty good. Now there's no non-messy way to do this, so just get in there with your hands and get it all coated up there. Okay, now that we got this coated, I like to get as close as I can to the pan because we don't want to make a mess. And then just transfer it right over here. Put it right on top of the butter. It's not going to hurt nothing. Not going to hurt a thing. Okay, now we're going to cook this over medium heat until it gets nice and golden brown on the bottom. Then we're going to flip it. So I will see you guys on the flip. Would you look at that? Look how good that's looking. We haven't even flipped it yet. I just had to come back and show you guys how good this is looking. Monte Cristo on a budget. The poor man's sandwich. But it sure is good. Okay, there's the first flip. There is the first flip. Would you look at that? That's what I'm talking about. That is looking good. See you on the next flip. Okay, there's the second flip. There is the second flip. We'll let this cook a little bit longer on the bottom side, a couple seconds longer on the top side, and this thing's about done. Can't wait to get it on a plate and cut it open. There we go. It's all done. Doesn't that look good? Only thing left to do now is cut this baby open. Would you take a look at that? Take a look at that. Oh yeah. You don't have to get fancy to make a Monte Cristo. You can use right what you have in your refrigerator. You don't need deli ham and expensive cheese. Chip chop and American slices and some wheat bread. You take a taste of this thing and see just how it's tasting. Mmm. I'm telling you what, that's as good as any Monte Cristo I've had anywhere. If you guys like chip chop, you like American slices, give this a try. You're going to love it. It's definitely a winner. So there you have it. Poor man's Monte Cristo. Until next time.